welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Kayla Lashae, and today I'm bringing you guys an update on my iPhone XS Max. I did an initial unboxing, first impression review style video, so I'll leave that linked down below. But before I get started with today's video, make sure you guys go ahead and click the subscribe button down below and click the bell next to it so you never miss an upload. And that way you guys will be a part of the doll gang. So let me just tell you guys, I did mention that I wanted to do a video on the things that I love about this phone, but also the things that I hate about the phone. I mean, I'm not taking this phone back. There's no going back now. It's just too late for that. I will have to get used to everything, but it's been about a week or so since I've had this phone, so I've definitely gotten to play around with the features and get used to it, because before this phone, you guys know I came from the iPhone 6s Plus. So I'm gonna break it down and share everything that this phone kind of has to offer that I like, and then the things that I don't like. The first thing being the screen size. Because this is a Max, there was no way that I was gonna downgrade in a sense to not having a plus size phone. Like, I needed to have a plus size phone no matter what. So I love the fact that this is a 6.5 inch screen. It is beautiful, it's huge, it's flawless, the retina, everything I love. But the thing on the other side of that, like the flip side, is it is heavy. This phone is so heavy. My carpal tunnel hates me, and that's just facts. It is very heavy, so much so that I had to put a pop socket on here. I didn't want to, but just walking down the street with this phone, I felt like I was gonna drop it. I was gonna drop it, and I did not want to risk that, because guess what? This phone is over $1,000. There's no way that your girl is gonna be slipping out in these streets. So I would recommend getting a pop socket if you're gonna have the XS Max, because it's very, very heavy. But like I said, you get an amazing size screen, and you can just see everything so crispy and just like so clear. The pixels on it is just, it's insane. It really is insane, but she's heavy. The next thing that I don't like about this iPhone is the way that you view the battery life on this. So up top is where you kind of have like your key features, like the time. It shows your network that you have, not important. It also shows your Wi-Fi connection. On the top, it also displays your battery as well as your connection that you have for service. So what I don't like about this is you cannot see the percentage of battery that you have on your iPhone unless you go ahead and swipe down on the extra menu. Then it'll tell you how much percent you have. I'm at 37 right now. So that's an extra step that I don't like, because previously on like my old phone, I came from the 6s Plus. You could change that in the settings to display the percentage or not, but for me, like, that was essential. I needed to know, oh my god, like, I'm in an Uber right now, I got 30% battery, this is a problem. Now I have to swipe down. It's just one extra swipe that's not necessary. Like, why can't you throw that into settings where we can turn that on and off? That's just one little thing that bothers me. But on the flip side, when it comes down to the battery life, they claim to have, I believe, 25 hours of talk time of battery life, which I can attest to. Not like I talk on my phone for 24 hours, because I don't use my phone to call people. Like, who does that? Like, I don't know. But I have not charged my phone since yesterday morning. And it is currently, what time is it? 4:53 in the afternoon, and I just told you I have 37% battery. So the battery life on this is amazing. I was watching YouTube videos since yesterday. I was posting on Twitter, taking photos on Instagram, editing pictures, just doing the most with it. So I was really surprised that my phone has not been in the red. So that's amazing. If you're looking for a phone that's very durable, that you can use without having to charge a million times out of the day, this is definitely one that I would recommend. With such a large phone, of course, comes large speaker features here at the bottom. Now I have to say, the volume is insane. Like, I could take a shower and just have this on the counter and still hear my music or my podcast pretty fine over the water. But also with that, I noticed that sometimes the audio can be a little bit too blown out, especially if your volume is up too high, because I do a lot of social media posts. If I'm doing something on Instagram stories, for example, and I want to play music along with my post, I notice when I play back the audio, it almost sounds too blown out. Like, the speakers are too close to the microphone in the sense that it just blows everything completely and you have to redo your post. While the audio is extremely loud and it's poppin' when you're playing music, it's a little too much when you're trying to post to your social media, because the audio is just, it's too much, it's too blown out. So you definitely want to, why is my phone restarting? Something that I hate. What are you doing? The government is listening right now. What's happening, Apple? What's going on? But I just feel like the speaker is too close to the microphone or something, because whenever I try to post while I'm playing audio with like a video, for example, it's just too blown out, it's too loud. And it's not even like I have my volume up all of the way. You kind of have to be more mindful of the volume levels, especially if you're in Uber or something and you come on someone's like Instagram story. That thing's gonna be so loud. It is so loud. But I mean, it's a good thing, but it's also not. So I don't know, take it for what it is. I just have to tell you, something about it is too much. Let's do a little audio test. And that was the audio all of the way up. I think the audio itself is flawless when you're listening to music and you're streaming videos and you want to use your phone to like watch stuff. But when it comes down to using your audio with your mic at the same time, it's too much, it's too blown out, and I don't know why, but I don't like it. Also really weird, I noticed that my screen sometimes is not sensitive enough. It is a touchscreen phone, so obviously you want it to work the way that it should. I have to use a lot more tension when I'm pressing on my phone, which I feel like shouldn't be necessary at all. So that's one thing that I've noticed. Hopefully this will get better through like software updates on iOS or something, or hopefully it's not a glitch on my own phone. Let me know if you guys have experienced the same thing. So my next thing that I have to say, this might not bother some people if you live the life of being wireless and you're all about the Bluetooth. Me, not so much. Like, I don't mind having a port for my aux. Like, I don't know, I feel like every device should have that, right? But we all know that Apple has gotten rid of that function. So, I mean, this could be a good thing or a bad thing for some people. For me, I don't know. I mean, I'm a little salty right now that I don't have a little plug for my headphone jack, but like I said, that might not bother some people. Again, you'll have to go ahead and spend that $9 to buy the adapter. Again, Apple taking our coin. I'm gonna give it to them though. Guys, I know this is kind of crazy because I am a social media influencer, but sometimes I feel like, man, the front-facing camera is too good. It's too realistic, it's too clear, it's all up in your pores, all up in your blackheads. You could see everything that's going on. But again, on the flip side, that's amazing because the quality is so insane, especially if you're gonna be doing anything front-facing, whether it's live streaming on social media, taking selfies with your Snapchat, if people still use that anymore. It's just like really crisp quality. What I also love about it is the back-facing camera is equipped with, well, first of all, you can use like self-timer, which is amazing, and awesome editing features that allow you to sort of edit the aperture when it comes down to portrait mode. Love portrait mode. You can adjust the depth in the background. So many advanced features, face recognition. It also has stabilization, and it also has a wide angle lens in the back. So I feel like if you're gonna be doing maybe vlogging on the go, or you wanna take videos and send it to your friends, your family through text, it's gonna get a nice wide shot. You're gonna be able to see so much more. The colors are very crisp and clear. If you're really big into, you know, social media, sharing things through videos and images, and even editing on iMovie through the app, then this is definitely a device for you. It's crazy, man. I feel like sometimes this camera is better than the camera that I usually take pictures with, which is the Canon camera. So to kind of compare the two, it's insane to me. I mean, I can see now why this costs over $1,000 because it is truly more than a phone. And I will leave you guys with this last thing, which is the size of the screen. Going back to that, if you're gonna use this device for streaming, watching YouTube videos, doing social media posts, typing up emails, using GarageBand, editing videos on the iMovie app, playing games, there's honestly so much stuff you can do with this phone, then I would highly, highly, highly recommend going ahead and upgrading to the XS Max because you're gonna have that bigger screen. Yes, your carpal tunnel might hate you, but your viewing pleasure and your work is gonna be so much more flawless, so much easier, and it's just gonna be a better viewing experience. I think the size is impeccable. I mean, I do have really large man hands, that's an obvious, but for me it really is the perfect size. So if you're kind of torn between getting the traditional phone versus the Max version, I'm gonna have to say go ahead and spend the extra money and get the Max. So that's basically gonna wrap up this video and my conclusion on the iPhone XS Max. And I hope you guys found this video helpful. Maybe you guys are looking into getting this phone and you wanted to hear some pros and some cons, someone else's perspective before you went ahead and bit the bullet. So take the time and subscribe, click the bell next to it so you dolls never miss a post, join the doll gang, and you can find me over on Instagram and Twitter at @KDoll. And if you're interested in more iPhone related videos, I did my unboxing, so I'll leave that on the screen for you dolls, as well as my most essential top 5 apps that you guys can check out as well. So until next time, I will see you in my next video. Bye!